Hi, welcome to the video. This is what we're about to make here. Beautiful shrimp dish. We have shrimp, we have a bicolor mashed potato here, green here, white here, bicolor swirl, beautiful shrimp, some chorizo, olives, yellow, red pepper, green pepper actually, and some tomatoes, a little bit of garlic. Okay, this is my twist on the Provençal shrimp. For that dish I have some shrimp. I will say a quarter cup of diced yellow and green pepper, 1 tomato that I'm going to dice, some black olive, those are Kalamata, you could use Niçoise, which are great, even better for a dish you call Provençal, and a little bit of cayenne pepper, some white wine, chicken stock, olive oil, and those mixed herbs, okay? A scallion, clove of garlic, and some chorizo. So, first thing first, I'm going to cut the rest of my ingredient. Here I have that beautiful tomato. I'm going to dice it. Okay. This way here. A little piece of stem goes away. Remove it first, make it easier maybe. Then we cut it. Okay. Those olives here, I'm going to cut it in half. Just in half, so I have nice chunks of them in the dish. I like my olive to be tasty, and I want to be able to have a good bite on it. That's why I don't like if they dice too small for that recipe. Okay. So I have my saute pan here warming up. It needs to be nice and hot. First thing first. So first I'm going to saute those shrimps here. Okay. Little bit of olive oil. So I'm going to give a quick saute to those shrimp, then I'm going to remove them so they don't overcook. Then I'm going to go into the sauce part of that, okay? Oh, the shrimp. They all devein. So there's one that I didn't do in case you don't know how to devein a shrimp. You take your shrimp, you remove the shell, and then you're going to do a little incision inside here. And you look for the vein. And here is this one, here like that, and you just kind of pull it off, okay? Voilà. That's how you devein your shrimp. Okay, this is hot, I can see it smoking, so I'm going to add my shrimp to it. This way here, okay? A tiny bit of seasoning. Salt, so that I'm going to saute a little bit. To the shrimp at that point, I'm going to add my chorizo too. So it brings that nice flavor right at the beginning, and that flavor is going to carry on through the rest of the dish. While it's cooking, I'm going to émincer that scallion, just like that. Turn those turn the shrimp around here. Okay. Then I'm going to drain everything here. Just like that. Okay. I keep a little bit of the oil now behind though. So you have a little bit of the oil left because there's the chorizo flavor that I want to keep. Okay, now I'm going to add to that my onion and my peppers. Onion and pepper. I'm going to saute that briefly for 2 minutes. I'm going to add a tiny bit of salt. You want to season as you go, huh? Then I'm going to put back my shrimp. I'm going to add the tomato. I'm going to do a déglaçage with the white wine and my chicken stock. So those vegetables, they're going to cook a little longer later on. So now I'm just going to give them a quick saute. And I'm going to move on with the rest, okay? I'm going to deglaze with my wine. my chicken stock. And I'm going to add to that my tomato here. And a little bit, I forgot to talk about that earlier, a little bit of tomato juice. I would say 1/4 cup. And we're going to mix all that together. We're going to let it stew. I'm going to add my olives. I'm taking the garlic. You peel your garlic. Here. Going to mince it very finely. Before I mince it, it was crushed. As I remove the skin on it, the peel, it crushed it. It's important because that's what helps the garlic to develop its flavor. Is when you crush it. There's too oil in the garlic, but when you crush them, they kind of mix together and give that great flavor, garlicky flavor. Okay. So just a little simmer. To that I'm going to add some of my fresh herb here. I'm going to take a little bit of rosemary, beautiful rosemary that I have here. I'm going to put a little bit like that. If the stem is too big, make sure you remove it. If it's not, you can just leave it. I take some of my basil. A little bit of parsley. That's going to be chopped. Now don't make it too thin. Again, I want to feel those pieces of herb kind of releasing the flavor as I'm biting into it. That's how I like it. Okay, and a little bit of thyme. I have that beautiful, beautiful thyme here. Take a little bit of it. I'm going to put it just like that. And have go inside. Okay. Now I'm going to test it and see how it is. I think it's almost done. I'm about to put back my shrimp and chorizo inside that, and it'll be ready to be eaten. Okay, so let's try that. It's good. It needs to go a little longer. I'm going to need to bring a tiny bit of acidity to that. So I'm going to add a tiny squeeze of lemon just to finish it, and also a touch of cayenne pepper. Before seasoning with salt, you want to wait. If you season too early and the sauce still needs to reduce, you're going to concentrate that amount of salt that you put, and it might become too salty. Okay, so the salt and the cayenne will wait the last moment, so it doesn't get overwhelming, I would say. Okay, let's try that again. Nice. I have some nice flavor here. I'm going to add my shrimp back to that with the chorizo. Saute all that nicely together. Okay. And we're going to let those shrimp finish cooking into that broth that we made here. And that's going to be ready now. So now I'm going to serve it with a beautiful chai bowl mashed potato. See, I have my chai bowl here that I made earlier. Recipe or video in my playlist. That mashed potato video is also in my playlist. If you want to look at it, that's going to help. I'm going to finish that dish with it. Okay. So now I'm going to add that little touch of pepper. Just a touch. We call that une pointe de cayenne. The tip of the cayenne. The tip, because I'm using the tip of my knife here to measure the amount I need. A little salt. It's nice and hot. There's still a little crunch into the vegetable, which I like. And that's ready to be served, you know. This is delicious. I have that bicolor mashed potato that I made earlier, my shrimps. I'm going to read that very quickly, and then we're going to plate it. Okay, we're going to try to make a very nice plating here. Inside that plate, I'm going to put that mashed potato. I'm going to make it come up. Okay, I'm building it up like that. Okay. Now I'm going to take my shrimps after I read it well. Okay, so those are ready. They're nice and hot. I'm going to add them on my plate here. That smells so good. So good. The shrimp are perfectly cooked now. I'm going to take them. I'm going to do a very classic presentation here. I'm going to take those. I'm going to have them go like that. See? Put one this way here. I'm going to put 5 on that plate. This way. Here. Here. Sure it stays. And here. Okay, now I'm going to take some of my sauce here with my chorizo, olives and everything, and I'm going to put some of that in between here, like that. That's going to be good. Seriously, it's going to be so good. Okay, a bit of juice, and I'm going to have some leftover. Woo. Here we are. We have a beautiful shrimp dish. I'm going to finish it up with a tiny sprig of thyme here, just like that, and a little bit. I have some beautiful basil here that I want to use. That thyme come right out of the garden. So you put that like that, and here you have it, a beautiful shrimp dish, guys.